Welcome to Sister Friends. I'm Angie Gray here with my amazing friend,
Rashonda Young.
and together we're diving into what's at the heart of it all, relationships.
From finances and family to the ups and downs of life partnerships, and even those relationships we have with ourselves, we're here to talk about the real stuff.
We're not shying away from the hard conversations, we're leaning into them because we believe that when we start talking, we start understanding.
And when we understand, we grow in empathy, compassion, and connection.
So grab a seat,
Grab a friend, and let's
get into it. Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Welcome.
I'm Angie Gray.
I'm Rashonda Young, and
we are Sister Friends. Thanks, guys, for being here. Hi.
Hi.
Did we just have a blooper we were going to talk about? What happened just a minute ago? Oh, no. We were talking about how because we're newbies at this, every single time we've recorded, there's been something. And today we were like on point. I mean, someone was late. I won't say who, but it actually gave
me... Being that we're at Angie's house, we kind of know who it was.
Actually, I would have been late anyway, so I was just joking, but I totally took advantage of that. And anyway, we couldn't find some things. We had to break in. Rashonda's super good at using a credit card to open doors, I found out. So we did that, and we got what we needed. We had to borrow batteries again. Our start time was what? 11:30?
Yeah.
And what time is it now?
It's 1 something.
Oh, my gosh.
I know.
Okay. All right. But that's cool.
Yeah.
We're fine. All right. So cool. So we decided we're going to talk today about just like relationships, again, as always, but around the holidays.
Around the holidays, yeah.
Yes.
And it was so fun when I pulled up and I saw the Christmas lights up. And
yay.
I love the lights and
Yeah,
just
me
the
too.
season. So
Yeah,
it was fun.
Me too. Daniel did that this year. First year, I think that Todd hasn't been involved in that part. Daniel did it all by himself, and it looks amazing.
He did a really good job.
He loves Christmas.
Oh, fun.
He loves Christmas so much.
That's
His
so
birthday
fun.
is the 21st. He used to love Halloween more, but I think he's coming around to liking Christmas. But yeah, so our house is in chaos, as you saw when you walked in. We have an exorbitant amount of Goodwill Christmas ornaments that have been put up. Oh, that'll be fun to share with you. You know, a lot of years with kids and a lot of decorations.
Yeah. Lots of years, lots of kids, lots of decorations. Yeah.
I feel like I've gotten a little classier, maybe. Doubtful. We just throw up as much as we can.
Which is so fun. It is so fun.
Do you guys do that?
No.
You don't do anything?
Well, so when I went to my mom's this weekend, she had like the mantle. She always decorates that. I still need to put the stakes in the yard for the lights. We were going to do that yesterday, but she had a leaky ceiling, so I had to take care of that. That was more important than the Christmas lights yesterday.
Talk about girl power. You just went over and plumbered that thing and fixed it up?
No, I got some of my handymen over and
good.
So it was just, that was
handy
more of a
person
thing.
Is what you meant to say?
Yes, but they're men, so you know.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So there was that, kind of a lot going on. So I do need to get that done for her. At least by Thanksgiving. So we've got a few days.
Because it's going to get freezing.
It's going to be freezing. Plus, Thanksgiving evening is when we plug in lights.
Oh, you do? That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You at your house or your mom's house?
That's both.
You do it at your house
Well,
too?
so I'm not okay, so you've been to my porch.
Yes.
My lights are up all year. I don't take my lights down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they just get plugged up on
Yeah.
Thanksgiving and then they get unplugged on New Year's.
That's how people should always do it. I don't know why. I mean, we're not going to keep that slew of lights down on our driveway and stuff. But around our porch, we should. I don't know why we don't just keep them up there and then just plug them in. I think most smarties do that.
It's really fun sometimes in the summer.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
To plug the lights in, and it's just fun.
Yeah. We have them on our deck, but not on the front porch. The deck is all year, so they are fun and pretty to plug in. But anyway, so you do Christmas. See, we're learning so many things about one another. Thanksgiving. Tell me what you do for Thanksgiving. What's your tradition?
Okay, so it's just a family get together.
Oh, yes, this is going to be after.
This will be after
episode
Thanksgiving.
will be 1 or 2 Mondays after Thanksgiving, but that's okay. Christmas isn't here yet. Go ahead.
So, because it'll kind of roll into the Christmas
Yeah,
season. So, for Thanksgiving, we get together at somebody's house. Last year was at my house, and this year it'll be at Ciante's house. So, yeah.
Wow,
So
he's a big boy
he's
now.
hosting
Oh my
Thanksgiving, and so
gosh.
my mom has been cooking for, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks and
Oh,
freezing
what?
stuff. Yeah, she's up at like 3 in the morning, and then she'll
Oh, I have so much to
cook
learn.
something, and then she just puts it in the
Yeah,
freezer.
yeah, that's so smart.
Yeah, so she's been doing that, and my items will not be cooked, obviously, a couple weeks ahead of time because I have not started.
Yeah. I mean, I'm lucky if I get like a day or two, which is actually the plan, but
Yeah,
keep going. I
yeah.
felt good
So
about that until just a second ago, and I found your mom has been doing this for 2 weeks,
I
and
know, right?
she's like on point.
She is on point.
It's
She is
awesome.
absolutely on point.
What do
So
you bring? Like, what's your favorite thing you bring?
I'm normally bringing like spaghetti and some kind of a, I don't know, homemade keto bread or something. So I actually have in my bag a couple of recipes that I'm going to try. So I'm going to do,
That you'll share with me?
yeah,
You
probably.
mean your
So
bag here right now?
yeah.
Oh.
So I'm going to do keto cinnamon rolls.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Yes, please.
And keto garlic bread that I'm going to do for them.
Is it good? Have you had it before?
I've never
No.
had it before,
Oh,
but
I
I
hope
just
it
thought, oh,
doesn't
that would
stink.
be fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially when we've got diabetic relatives who
Yeah.
really shouldn't be eating all of the carbs and sugar.
Great
And not like they
options.
won't, but
Yeah.
it's at least maybe
Yeah.
we'll kind of temper it down a little bit with
Yeah.
that.
That's a great idea. I will
Yeah.
definitely, don't let me forget, and I'll get that recipe from you and I'll try it.
Yeah, for sure. And then
Definitely.
spaghetti is normally what is requested. However, my mom wants lasagna this year, so I will be
Okay.
doing that instead.
Okay. So you make them, what does your mom make then? Because you have like a bunch of choices.
Yeah, she's
Who does, is
honest.
there a turkey? Do you do turkey, ham?
She's got a turkey. She's got a ham. She's got dressing, stuffing, whatever you would call it. I don't know. She's just got a whole bunch of stuff that she's been making. So
That's amazing.
yeah.
All right. So, and then how many people do you usually have?
So we'll have probably family and some friends who will be there.
Oh, fun.
I'm thinking somewhere 18, 20.
Okay. That's still
Yeah.
a great number. Yeah.
That's a good number.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What else about Thanksgiving? Oh,
So
I know. Yeah.
yeah, tell me.
No, no, no. You just told me something today that I didn't know. What's your tradition on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, just
No.
do I have something?
Yes.
What is it?
Well, we were just talking about. We were just talking about it. We just did this on Saturday.
Oh, movies.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes,
Hello.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So after the Thanksgiving meal, we do go to the movies. So whoever
So
wants to
fun.
go, will go to a movie.
Do you guys get tickets ahead of time?
We have in the past. We don't always. So
You
we'll
swing
see.
it.
We just wing it.
Do you know what movie you're going to see?
Oh my gosh. Karante has already put in his request for the movie, and I don't remember which
Conte
one
is
it
her
is.
nephew.
Yeah. So I don't remember which movie it is.
Oh, he
but
put in a request already.
yeah, he's already requested the movie he wants to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't remember what it is?
I don't know what it is.
It should be that Christmas pageant movie, maybe.
I doubt if he picked that.
Oh. Well, so we just went to a movie together on Saturday. First movie. Maybe we should use that picture somewhere in promoting this
We
podcast.
should. Probably the picture of our crossed legs, too.
Oh my gosh.
Hilarious,
Yeah.
right?
So we had a wannabe photographer, bless his heart. He did an amazing job, but not really. But yes, thank you. Anyway, we went to a movie for the first time together as friends. We had a friend date,
Yeah.
and it was awesome. And we went to Gladiator 2.
Yeah.
Well, I totally love Gladiator 1, but it seemed like as we were watching it that you guys had no idea what this movie was going to be about. Because honestly, first of all, I was very surprised when I was like, okay, this is in text. I'm like, well, what movie should we go to? And you were like, well, we can either go to Gladiator or we could go to the Christmas pageant one. And I was like, okay, learning something new about Rashonda.
So funny, right?
Yeah, and Todd has been wanting to go to it. So Todd
Yeah.
came with us, and Sarante, your other nephew,
Ciante, yeah.
sorry, your other nephew. And yeah, I was just surprised that was a choice for you.
Yeah, it was fun though. And it'll be interesting when I pulled it back up. So Ciante watched it afterwards, and he was like, "Oh, that was really good."
Oh,
So
the
Gladiator
first
1.
one. Yeah, so good. So
And
good.
I cannot remember if I've seen it. So it'll be interesting
You're
for
going to
me
watch it?
yeah,
I think I
because
should watch it this week too because it's so good. It's so good.
I probably have. I bet I've seen it. I just don't remember
Oh,
like
I think it's
usual,
probably 20 years old.
which means I really probably have.
And P.S., the girl that's in it again, the mom, I don't want to give it away.
Oh, okay.
She's stunning still.
Okay.
Stunning then, still stunning. Yeah, it's a really good movie. We should watch it again. But anyway, not to digress too much, but it was fun. We had our date.
Yeah.
And so you don't think the pick is going to be the Christmas pageant one.
I don't think so.
But it got really, really good reviews. I love a really good Christmas movie.
I agree. So I don't know. I'll
Maybe
still
we
see
can
it.
go to that.
Maybe we could. That would be fun.
Hey, that's fun.
Yeah.
All right, so you're
So
going to
what-
go to a movie.
And then what do you guys do for Thanksgiving?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So we I have hosted here for I don't know, like how old are my kids? I think I've probably hosted here for maybe 30 years for reals. That seems
wow.
insane, but probably. So all of our kids will be here, and then this year, everybody will bring their mates, their wives, their boyfriend, girlfriends, whatever. And then my brother and his wife Chris, my mom and her husband Greg, they come, and then my brother lives here in town and his wife Chris, and they have 8 kids. They're 8 kids, and they're not all going to be able to come.
Wow.
But I think we have all together, and then Chris is bringing a friend, so that's fun. She's awesome. She's so good about that. Somebody that's not from our country, and she's like Chris is. She teaches.
Oh, nice.
What does she teach? What's this called? Oh my gosh. She's a speech pathologist and she teaches at UNI. So she's bringing a student. So I think altogether we'll have like 30 people.
That's
It's a
nice,
lot.
good
See why
gathering.
I need
That's so
somebody I
fun.
know, my husband, to bump out that wall that we were just talking about.
I know, right?
Just a little public plug for that.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's a lot of people, but it's really, really fun. We already have
does the
some lights
cooking?
up. We all do. I usually make the turkey, the potatoes, the dressing. And you know what? I've decided, and everybody voted on, which I'm really happy about. We are not going to do a turkey.
Okay.
This could be very, what's the word? This could be very controversial,
Okay.
but no turkey for the Gray family this year.
Wow.
You know what? I can make
Yeah.
such a beautiful turkey. I mean, brown and lovely, like straight out of Martha Stewart.
Really?
I can. I know. I can. But only if all these years, I'm telling you, maybe like twice they tasted good. Otherwise, they taste like nothing. It's like a nothing
Oh.
taste.
But it looks pretty.
It looks beautiful, but who wants nothing? Like nothing taste. And you're so much work and it's beautiful.
Oh my
But I mean,
gosh,
that
that's
is rewarding that it
hilarious.
looks beautiful.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, so I love stuffing. I love potatoes, love all the sides, really. So
Yeah.
mostly it's about the sides. But we're doing ham this year, and I think my mom's bringing a turkey breast because she had to have that. My sister-in-law, Chris, makes an amazing 7-layer salad and only makes that for me, basically, because it's so good. And, a couple of some favorites. You should share some favorites. Our corn casserole. Shannon makes an incredible corn casserole. Abby makes a great bean casserole. Levi usually brings the buns and the butter, and Sonny makes great potatoes and deviled eggs. Let's see what else. To leave any kids out, TJ won't be here this year. Daniel is along for the ride right now.
Okay.
But he's a great helper.
Oh, good.
And then Chris's side of the family.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah. And Chris's side of the family, they're bringing desserts. So,
Okay.
yeah, we'll have enough food for sure.
Okay. Good
What
deal.
are some of your favorites?
Okay. So perfectly honest,
Yes, please.
I am not a big holiday food person.
Yeah.
So
why?
I don't know. I think my senses get overloaded with all of the
yeah.
sights and smells, and so a lot of times I end up eating little to nothing.
That's actually very accurate. I mean, your
Yeah.
eyes get really big and it
Yeah.
sounds all amazing.
Yeah, I usually just am not really into it. It's fun having everyone together. It's fun making the food, but I usually, yeah.
I feel that. Because when you're cooking, hours and hours in the kitchen or whatever, even if you're cooking it like your mom, which by the way, I am doing stuff, and for Christmas, I'm going to do that. I'm going to cook the soups and stuff early. But you know what? You're right. I end up eating just a plate, just like little dollops of things.
Yeah.
It's different when you're not cooking it. I think I can eat more if I didn't cook it.
I can see that.
Although, P.S. sidebar, I hate potluck. Don't tell anybody.
Okay.
I'm
Nobody
sorry,
knows
everyone
that you hate the
that's
potlucks.
inviting me to potlucks. I just can't do it. So anyway, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So you don't even have a favorite because you don't. If you had to pick one thing, if you had to pick
It
one
would probably
thing,
be the turkey.
okay. So if I said ham or turkey, which one's it going to be?
Turkey.
Okay. If I said stuffing or potatoes, this is fun. Stuffing or potatoes, which would it be?
Stuffing.
Yes.
Okay, so for you, ham or turkey?
Ham.
Stuffing or potatoes?
Stuffing. I love potatoes, but stuffing.
Same here.
I like the stuffing with
potatoes.
the turkey. So if I have to have stuffing, I really prefer it with the turkey. I've never not had turkey ever. And this will be the first Thanksgiving without turkey. So I don't know what that's going to be like. To have ham with stuffing, that might be weird. So this year, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it'll be delicious. Everybody's a really good cook. How about dessert? If you had to pick one dessert.
I don't do desserts.
At all.
I don't.
Ever.
Ever. I never have
How
the
are we
desserts.
friends?
I know, right?
I don't know.
I never do the desserts.
Don't hate Rashonda.
I know.
Okay.
But this year, so Joyce.
Wait up. What about keto cinnamon rolls?
That's for everybody else.
You're not going to eat it. You're
I'm
not
probably
going to have a
not.
bite.
It's quite likely that I won't.
I am mind blown. Not even a bite. Like, I don't eat a ton either. And let me just say for me, my people give me a hard time. Like, oh, you can't have a bite or whatever. And it's not that. It's I literally, I will get sick.
See, that's the thing with me. I know that it's not going to, I know if I eat the desserts, I'm not going to feel very good. And my energy's going to be low.
Yes.
And I just prefer not, because then I'm going to sleep through the movie. But even the next day, I don't know, it just kind of throws me off. The keto cinnamon rolls, there's no extra sugar in there, and I could have it if I want it. If I want some, I will, but it's
I'm just
really
going to choose it for you. Okay, that's your dessert.
That's
your
my
favorite
dessert.
one.
What's yours?
Okay, after I've said that now, I take the little dollops of stuff. Again, this is not because I'm so great and I don't eat sweets. That is furthest thing from the truth. I'm a pretty good 80-20 person.
Yeah.
I don't eat it all the time either, but I will have for sure. I like a pumpkin pie because if my mom or someone makes homemade whipped cream, my mom makes great homemade whipped cream. My mom makes great pies.
Yeah.
So I'll probably have a little, a bite of a pecan pie, a bite of a pumpkin pie with some whipped cream, homemade. It's got to be homemade.
Okay.
Can I tell a quick story real quick? I'm totally throwing my mom under the bus, but I'm doing it with love. My mom was supposed to make pies and she was supposed to bring homemade whipped cream. And I said, Mom, don't bring the stupid canned stuff. Nobody likes this, whatever that aerosol kind of, and don't bring Cool Whip. Please bring homemade.
Yeah.
So we're doing everything else. So it's time for dessert and everybody's getting desserts out. And I go, Mom, do you want to grab the homemade whipped cream? And she says, yeah. I knew it on her face, But this woman lied bold-faced to me, went into the kitchen where we could only see her back. And I knew it. I just wanted to wait to see if she'd just lie when she got to the table. And she totally did. She just put it in a bowl and acted as if we caught her. Long story short.
That is so funny.
Oh, I know. It's a story that we now share about her that, yes, your grandmother's a liar. Do not trust anything that she says. I'm joking, Mom, but not really.
That is so funny.
I know. But anyway, so she makes great. So that would be my dessert like that, I think.
Another reason for me not doing the dessert or sugar, I used to be a sugar addict. Total sugar
I feel like
addict.
you told me that before.
Absolutely. So it's triggering for me. So if I
That's
have
good
none,
to share that, yeah.
like if I abstain, I have zero cravings.
Yeah,
I
well, yes.
know if I were to put a piece of dessert a cookie, anything sweet in my mouth, it's going to light up the pleasure centers in my
Ding,
brain,
ding, 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 ding.
and I am going to relapse. So
You're so
I
strong.
simply will have none, or else I will have it all.
Well, yes.
So I just have
okay,
none.
that's why we're friends. It's come full circle. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't. Todd's always like, everything in moderation. First of all, that's another episode. That's not true. If you eat a cinnamon roll every night, that is not moderation. I'm not saying he does that, but I cannot have it in the house. If I have it, I go in spurts. Like I can be really, really good and on point, but you're right. I guess that's made me think of that. If I go, oh, we're on vacation, so I'm going to do this. And then I think, oh, that's fine. I just did it this one night. And then the next night we're still on vacation. So, maybe
Yeah.
just a little here. And then it does. And then it takes me a minute to get back to
Yeah.
my best self. But I mean, I've had summers where we go to her cabin. This is also a story where I have like absolute relapse, and I'm eating, this is embarrassing, an entire package of double stuffed Oreos, and there's some deep seated problems with that. For me, and
Okay, so I
that's
didn't
no
know
joke.
that,
That's
but
no
yeah,
joke, right? I
I
mean, it
did not
does.
know
Like
that.
in reality,
Yeah.
we know that, like as prevention educators, I do know that is like a thing. Where, I'm just gonna embrace the loathing of myself right now, and I'm gonna, and then we're getting way off topic, but it's for me also. It's like in my mind, I think, well, this is a treat, and I deserve it, and I'm gonna do it. And do I do it in public? That's another big indicator. Would I ever do that in public? Heck no. I'm going to do that in my bed when no one is around and I am watching a movie so I don't have to think about it. Todd's
Sure.
asleep now, and I'm just going to, not that he would care, but like I'll just eat that whole thing. And it's hidden for me,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not, I just totally shared that whole thing, but that's what I would do.
Yeah.
And then I think, oh, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Oh, now 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'm fine. And that, but every night though, afterwards, it'd be like, I'm fine. And then the guilt comes and the feeling like crap and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I feel you there for sure.
Yeah. So that's kind of the reason why. But
Okay. But I'm still probably going to have a couple of bites of pie.
yeah, no, yeah. Like I said, I would do what Karante did last year.
Yeah.
So each year, Joyce Oakes with the Mayor Pies, just
Yes,
a little
she's
shout out to
amazing.
her. She buys a pie from Try Pie for
Yes.
each of her clients.
Another plug, Try Pie Pies.
Yes, Try Pie
Hello,
Pies,
so good.
yes. And so last year, my request was pecan pie. So that was what my mom told me to request. Karante ate the whole pie. He ate the whole pie. So this year, we decided we were not getting a pecan pie.
Oh my gosh, because you love him so much.
Right? And yeah, so I think we did peach blackberry or something like that. So I actually have to go from Try Pie. So I'll pick it up at Joyce's office. That's where I actually have to head to after I leave here today to pick up the pie.
Why? So that's going to be better if he eats the whole pie? Is that the point?
No, hopefully he won't like
He
that
won't eat
as
it.
much as the pecan pie.
I see.
And I think he'll still eat some, but
Yeah.
the whole pie,
Yeah.
like he got the whole
I
thing.
mean, he's a brother from another mother because I could do that. But I do I
Yeah.
love that you brought it around to the truth is that I would really, the reason is that I would feel like crap. And I am pretty proud of myself that I am pretty good about,
Yeah.
because like it's a touch and go situation if I just embrace it and be like, yeah, let's go Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you can moderate. Like I said, I can't.
Yeah, I'm not great
honestly,
at it.
I think I told you about the time where I did Overeaters Anonymous.
I did not know that.
You didn't know
either.
that?
No.
It didn't work for me. I literally would leave and go to Taco John's.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Taco John's.
I know, right? So that was me in my 20s, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I
Learning
had
something
some
new.
things
Onions
going on.
being peeled back.
I
Okay. So
know.
back to favorite things. Okay. So that's my favorite things. You told me tradition.
One of the other traditions,
yeah.
and this goes beyond Thanksgiving,
Okay.
because I love the holiday season, like the whole season.
Me too.
And it just seems like, I don't know, we have Thanksgiving, and then it's like blah, blah, blah. And people are shopping and doing all the things. And then you get together at Christmas.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of it. And it's like, that's just not enough. So a few years ago, I started having everyone over. So each Saturday, whoever in the family or friends or whatever who want to stop by, they could stop by. There's going to be food,
Oh,
and you could. I'd maybe have a movie for in the living room for whoever
oh
wants to
my
watch a movie,
gosh.
and there's a card game going at the dining room table and chairs, people sitting around, and so each Saturday from after Thanksgiving until New Year's, it was a get together at my house to celebrate the season.
So from when? When to when?
So we get together Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and then the following Saturday, and
It
so
starts.
every Saturday, then for the
Wow.
whole season, because
That's beautiful.
I love being with my family,
Yeah.
absolutely love it,
Yeah.
and just the whole season, you know.
Yeah.
So
That
yeah,
is
so
beautiful.
that's the thing. And last year, obviously, with all the things with my stepdad and all that, we didn't get to
Yeah.
do all
Yeah.
that we would have hoped to, but we did still get together a few times,
Nice.
and so hopefully this year
You're looking forward to it.
we'll be able to, yep, get
That's
that
such a
going.
fun thing.
It is so fun.
Does everybody know each other that comes? Or do people,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, or whoever. Well, yeah, mostly.
Mostly.
Yeah, there may be, a neighbor or somebody who stops
Mm-hmm.
over.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's so
but
fun.
yeah,
But even family sometimes doesn't get to see each other. I mean, I feel like that's not necessarily for us a holiday thing. It seems like we do that all the time, like
yeah,
a rolling open door. But to be specific about, hey, we're going to have a puzzle going or whatever, that's really fun.
yeah,
I love that.
yeah. And we get together as a family,
Yeah.
fairly often. But it's so funny. Like, I think after probably the first year or two that I was doing it, families started to ask, hey, when are we going to start the card games again? When are we going to? And they start asking literally in the summer.
Oh,
It's
that's
like,
so fun.
yeah, that's not.
It's not here yet,
I'm
folks.
not doing it all year. No, we'll do it for the holiday season.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. So we put up one of our favorite is the day after Thanksgiving or 1 or 2 days after Thanksgiving. So the Friday or Saturday we all go get our Christmas tree, and so we have a live Christmas tree, and we go to
Good.
the one in Janesville. I think it's called Kris Kringle, and so we meet at the Quick Star in Janesville, all of us. And we get a donut and a coffee or whatever anybody wants to get. And we get a family picture. So that's really fun. All, bundled up and stuff. And this year it's going to be so cold. And we all go out and, it used to be where all the kids were picking out just our tree, our
Yeah.
little family here.
Yeah.
And now it's everybody has their own little families, almost everybody. And everybody's
fun.
getting, I feel so grateful that, there was probably some guilt that I laid on them in the beginning, like how important this tradition is. But I think they like it now,
I'm sure.
Yeah, and they have like a Santa Claus in there and some, hot cocoa and all the cookies and stuff. So it's really, really fun. We do that. And then that is the official, we watch Christmas movies, like at least 3 in a week. I mean, the more we can, the better.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know about you guys, but we have to plan. I'm like, okay, so here's our favorite one. What night are we going to watch Elf? Which one do we start with?
Oh, fun.
What do we do on Christmas Day?
Yeah.
The ones we do on Christmas Day are A Wonderful Life and A Christmas Story.
Okay.
I also love Ebenezer Scrooge.
Really?
It is older than like so super old. Like the black and white, really, really old one is
Oh, that
scary.
one.
I love that one. And then we also do love Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really. Those are our traditions that we do all the way through Christmas, and it's hard to actually get them all in. Would you guys have favorite ones?
This Christmas, with Chris Brown.
I don't know that one.
Oh, you got.
There's a lot of them. That one's not on my list. What?
Yeah. So that's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta watch that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
And then it just kind of depends. Whatever people want, but that's that one.
Oh, I have a question.
Okay, what's the question?
There is a debate. Do you guys watch? Okay. See, I knew I would do this. What in the world? Oh, okay. We'll have to cut this out. Oh my gosh, what's it? Oh, okay. We're cutting this out for sure because I can't think of it. It's a debate if this is a Christmas movie or not. Why am I not thinking of it?
This is a Christmas
It
movie.
is. I can't think of his name or the movie's name. Absolute blank right now. You guys all know what I'm talking about. Come on. You know the T-shirt. He goes in. He's the cop.
So I'm guessing that we don't watch that.
No, you have to know it. Okay, so oh my, it starts with an H. Wow. Oh, hold on. We're really gonna X this out.
Yeah.
Um,
Starts with an H.
hard. No.
Home Alone, Angie.
No,
No,
but that
I'm
one I
so
haven't
kidding
actually
you.
even seen Home Alone. That's not it. I've never
You've
seen
never
Home Alone.
seen that?
No. I know, right? Everyone in the world has seen it.
Everybody's seen that.
I have not seen
That
it.
is kind of that's
You like that
one
one?
we do.
Well,
Watch
I
Home
didn't
Alone.
watch that one because when it came out, my kids were too little. And I
Oh,
thought, oh,
okay.
it's so violent. Why are we laughing at these people punching each other and falling down the stairs? That was how I was when they were little. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
No
we're going to
idea.
come back to it because it's an important part of this conversation.
So funny.
It is called... Hold my microphone.
Okay.
Bruce Willis. All right, I'm back. Bruce Willis is the actor, and I can't show you this magnet because it says naughty words on it, but he says, yippee-yi-yay, mother trucker.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
And that is the quote that is famous, and I cannot believe I can't remember the name of the movie. Okay, whatever. That's my favorite movie.
Your favorite movie?
It's debated whether it's a Christmas movie or not. It's 100% a Christmas movie, and it's been proven.
Okay.
So now I will.
It's been
watch Home Alone.
proven.
It's been proven by
So you
group.
have to let me know what the name
will.
of this. Well, I can probably look up Bruce Willis.
If it's gonna come
Maybe
to me.
Christmas
It's gonna
movie,
come to me.
maybe not
Shut
Christmas movie.
It is. And if we had a call line right now, y'all would be calling in and saying, I can't, this is embarrassing. Check me in, I guess, because it's happening.
good.
Anyway,
So I have a question for
Yeah,
you.
please.
So you have such a big family. Do you guys buy Christmas gifts for every person?
so that is a great segue to talking about the financial part of this is, yes, we obviously did when the kids were little.
Oh, for sure.
Yep. And everybody got stuff. And so this year, for the last several years, we've been saying we need to do something different because it kind of gets to the point where, I mean, I love buying gifts for the kids. It's very time consuming, and that's okay. But what I never want it to do is get to be where I'm just buying stuff to buy stuff, and it's expensive. Everything has gotten more money and just really starts to feel kind of yucky. And to try to keep a mindset that isn't that, like this is just joy. This isn't what it's about. In theory, this is actually the truth that everybody really just does want to be together,
Right.
and play games and sit around and eat and watch movies and, so what we have decided for this year is we're going to do just one sort of thing. I can't give it away, but we're going to do sort of, we really wanted to start doing things around events.
Okay.
So we're doing sort of one thing like that, and then everyone is going to get a gift.
Okay.
And I'll tell you later podcasts about what that is. But so I feel pretty good about that. And I sort of asked the kids, and of course they're all like, yes, let's just do that. Nobody needs anything. And it puts a lot of pressure on the kids then.
It does.
We did start a few years back now. The kids just do a kid exchange, and we do a white elephant.
Okay.
How about you guys?
We will normally pick names
Yeah.
at Thanksgiving for Christmas time.
Yep.
So we'll normally do that. So basically for the adults,
Yeah.
that whole transition
Yeah.
from being a kid to an adult is kind of a hard transition
It
for people.
is, it
You get all the gifts,
is.
and then you are
And you
part
get
of
Jack.
that.
I mean,
Yeah, but that just but really wanting to keep the focus of what the season is all about.
Yeah.
And so really not making a big deal out of getting a whole bunch of gifts. So yeah, so we'll, I love to spoil my mom. So that's kind of an exception.
That's so sweet.
So
Did y'all hear
she,
that, kids? Did you
yeah,
hear that?
yeah, she gets spoiled with gifts.
That's so good.
She's actually already been getting gifts. And it's so funny because she's worse than a kid. Like, I'll be like, Ma, hey, I got something coming for her. So I poke at
Oh,
her.
that's so fun.
And so she's kind of talked me into letting her have a couple of her gifts already.
What? She
But-
gives them back to you?
No, she actually keeps them and
Oh, wait. I thought
uses
you said
them and
she
wears them. And
gives them back to you.
no, she's talked me into
Giving them.
already
I thought you
before.
said she's talked you into giving. You've talked her into giving them back. That's what I thought
No.
you said.
No, she's
Oh,
Yeah.
that is so sweet.
yeah. So that's fun, but there'll be a couple of surprises there for her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is so sweet.
Yeah.
We don't do that for my mom. I don't do that for my mom. I'm sorry, Mama. I love you so much. We do definitely give her gifts, obviously.
Yes.
You know what? And then that's what I said to my kids too. Like, don't get us things you don't need to get. I don't need things, because you know what my love language is time.
Same here.
So I'm like, just give
That's
me
mine
a
as well.
card and then actually really have a date with me. That would be my ultimate gift.
Yeah.
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 So, yeah, it is a shift. I guess we still do have two that are one full-time home and one mostly home, in transition. So they're going to milk that for all it's worth. They're
For
going to
sure.
get the Santas. We still do Santa. For the longest time, I said, you better write Santa a letter. Like, these kids are like, 18, 23, and if they're at home at all, if you're even here for a pit stop and you expect to be here Christmas morning and you want something from Santa, you have to write a Santa letter. But they're so cute. They play along.
So
And so
fun.
I've got one every year. Even so, Daniel will be 19 this year. Sonny will be 22. They'll write me Santa letters and I have them
Oh
all.
my gosh,
It's
I
precious.
love that.
I know. And so
I
they'll
love it.
get stuff. Yeah, they'll get stuff.
Yeah.
But that transition is a little bit tough.
It is.
Grandkids will still get stuff.
Oh, for sure. The
I mean,
little
we were
ones, for
thinking about
sure.
money. When you think about money,
Oh my gosh.
It
You could
is
spend
really
so much money on buying gifts and all the things. And, I've never been a stuff person.
yeah.
Like, material stuff has just not ever been all that important to me. Definitely not my love language. Time,
Yeah.
same as yours. So I just even think for Christmas now, growing up as an only child, there's a lot of gifts.
Yeah.
And it was fun, but it was so not necessary for me. And then even when my mom and I think back to it, it's like I can not remember hardly any of the gifts that I got. I remember there was this. I was not one who played with dolls very much, but I remember one time she got me this doll. It was like a life-size doll. It was kind of weird and scary to me because I didn't really play with them anyway. That's kind of the only thing. And it wasn't because like, oh, I love this gift so much. It's because it was a little bit on the
It
weird
was
side.
weird.
But I remember the time.
Yeah.
I remember all the things we did. So
Yeah.
I just have really tried for the most part not to make the season about stuff and
Yeah.
spending a bunch of money and all of that. And, I just
Yeah, and it's
wanna be
about
with
the
my people.
memories. Yeah.
It's all about memories.
Yeah, I would say that I do have a couple of memories of Christmas, and I will share just one. Well, I had my aunt made. My mom has one of 9 kids, and so they have a ton of kids, and they all have kids. And so when we were little, we'd go over to my grandparents' house, and the room seemed huge, but now seeing their house, it wasn't, right? And that's so
Yeah.
sweet, having that memory. But the room was so full of presents that it was full to like almost like 3/4 of the height of the Christmas tree, and
my
then the
gosh.
presents would flow out into like the living room of this
Wow.
like their front porch area.
Yeah.
And so that was a cool memory. And one year,
fun.
my aunt handmade me a Pooh Bear. So I loved Pooh when I was little.
Yeah.
Pooh Bear when I was little. And so she made this, and I still have it somewhere. That was a cool memory. And then one more I'll share with you, that my dad at home when we were little. So Santa would not wrap presents. Like we'd get up and we'd have Santa and we'd do our stuff and then we'd go to church, whatever. So we had gotten up and we had gotten presents and stuff. And this was just when my brother Sean and I were little. So I was little and came downstairs. We were getting ready to go to church or whatever and came downstairs. And my dad was laying on the floor under the Christmas tree playing with my brother Sean's truck with sound effects. So he's like,
Oh my God.
moving around. Isn't that so awesome?
That's so fun.
What a memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some memories are really great. And I would think that my kids, they have a memory, I'm sure, of a toy that they got that they always wanted, or something. But it is really lovely hearing them talk about tradition and the things and they're so sweet. Like Daniel even just said the other day, like, don't change anything up because I go, what could we do special this year? Should we do, like I thought about maybe we play that murder game, that mystery murder game, when everybody has a part that they play. Have you heard of those? Yeah. And Daniel's like, Mom, you don't need to change anything up. We love everything just how it is.
Oh, I love that.
know.
I love that.
I know.
Yeah.
We kind of skipped to Christmas. So any traditions for Christmas for you guys?
Oh, we'll get together, same kind of thing at somebody's house. We'll do the gift exchange, play cards, same kind of thing, because we still have one more weekend after that to get together.
Yeah.
Coming up to New Year. So
You know what we haven't done, and then we'll wrap it
and
up.
we do a movie on Christmas as well.
Oh, you go to
We
a
go
movie.
to a movie on Christmas after.
We used to do that. We used to dump all of our kids with my mom, who was amazing, and then we would go to Christmas, like a Thanksgiving, not Christmas, but maybe we will this year because we're doing it early this year because of some shuffling with schedules. And Todd and I are like, oh, what are we going to do on Christmas? We can. The world's our oyster. We could do something different.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see you at the movie.
Maybe we'll see you at the movies.
I was gonna say, what we used to do that I would like to do again. I've just not got on top of it early enough. Is the volunteering part? Like we've done it several times, but it's really challenging. First of all, I don't know how they do it anymore. Salvation Army. I don't know how they take volunteers,
I don't
and
know.
I wish I did it more often during the year. That's really something that has been speaking to me about. Maybe I can make that be a thing for me for 25. But it is on my heart to do. Absolutely. And you're so good about community. You've taught me so much, and you really are always keeping that at the forefront of my mind. And I appreciate you so much for that.
Oh, thank you.
And so we did a couple years. We did the Salvation Army for Christmas dinner. I've always wanted to ring a bell. I thought that would be really cool.
Sure.
Do you guys do stuff like that? Around
We
the
have
holidays?
not done that around the holidays.
Other times, probably.
Other times.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's something to shoot for. I would really like to do that.
Yeah.
But anything else we want to say about the holidays?
Gosh, I don't think so. Just hope that everybody just really enjoys the holidays.
Yes.
you know,
Yes. Should I read that poem? Or that, not poem, that quote?
Oh, yeah.
I think I will, because I just was really on my heart before we started it. And I thought, well, if it comes to me again, I'll read it. And it's maybe a good way to close it, because as we're talking about relationships, it can get really stressful in trying to remember, like you were saying, remember the season and what it's about. And it's not about money. And I would say something about taking care of yourself during this season while I make sure this is
yeah. Just making sure, because it's supposed to be fun and light, but it gets so stressful for people. And I know when I worked in college as a cashier at it was Venture back then, like way back when, kind of like a Target or whatever, for people who don't.
that.
Okay, yeah, who don't know what Venture was, but so I worked as a cashier for one Christmas season. And I would be driving to work every day thinking I'd rather be out in a cornfield detasseling corn, because the people could be so like not nice, and it's like, that's not what the season is about. It's not about all of the money and all of that stuff. Like, just wanting to make sure that people take care of themselves financially, they take care of themselves physically, get the rest you need, emotionally,
Yes.
And we also know that it can be a really tough time for people, especially like if you've suffered a loss. It can be really tough if you don't have, the family or people around. So just really really hoping that people will lean into whatever it is that is going to make this just a really good, healthy season for them all around.
Physically and emotionally and
Yeah.
all that. That's so
All
good.
of that.
That will be my prayer, like for real, like really when I am feeling stressed. Actually, Daniel said something great about this yesterday. Just he's realizing, he's learning that stress, he's just learning this now. I'm like, hello, I've been teaching you this your whole life. But it's cute because he was like, I'm learning that stress really has a lot to do with my health. And
Oh my
and I
gosh.
said, yeah, that's so good that you're learning that. And
Yeah.
so like for me, like when I'm feeling stressed, even yesterday putting up Christmas, like the lights and stuff and taking boxes out, and my theory is if I hurry up and get these out, then I can enjoy them more. But not really if I'm not enjoying it when I'm getting them out.
Right.
So like catching those feelings and choosing to remember this is something I get to do. This is a choice. I actually don't have to do it. I could not do it.
Right.
So yeah, just, really praying for that. And then to remember as top of mind, the people, like you said, I'm very fortunate that I have money to buy my people presents or not. I have the means to be able to cook dinner, and I have a healthy body, and I have
Right.
support, and I have all the things.
Yep.
And just remembering that there are so many people that don't. So
Right.
that was really, really good. That's a good segue to read this, and then we
Yeah.
can close. So this is something that I actually saw it on Instagram from Jeff Goldblum was reading it, and I'd never heard it before. And it's a quote by George Bernard Shaw, and I'm gonna print this off,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna frame it. It's just so
It was really
beautiful.
good.
So hopefully I'll read it nicely. All right. So this is the true joy in life, being used for a purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one. Being a force of nature instead of a feverish, selfish little clod of ailments and grievances, complaining that the world will not devote itself to making you happy. I am of the opinion that my life belongs to the whole community, and as long as I live, it is my privilege to do for it what I can. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, for the harder I work, the more I live. I rejoice in life for its own sake. Life is no brief candle to me. It is a sort of splendid torch which I have got hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. Bernard Shaw. Isn't that awesome?
It is awesome.
And then we said, you and I were talking just before it as we read it, that in my mind, the working harder part is, yes, getting up, we get to work physically, we get to live out a purpose in whatever space we're in.
Yeah.
But also the work is on me. The harder I work on me,
Yep.
the more I live.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's good. Okay,
All
cool. Thanks you guys for
Yeah,
being
thank
here.
you.
I'm Angie Gray.
I'm Rashonda Young.
And this was Sister
Sister
Friends.
Thanks for tuning in to Sister Friends. We hope these conversations help you see things from a new angle, feel a little more connected, and maybe even laugh along the way.
Remember, whether it's family, work, or those elephants in the room we all deal with, everything really is about relationships.
If you enjoyed this episode, let us know. Share your thoughts, share this podcast with a friend, and let's keep building those connections.
Until next time, stay connected, stay curious, and let's keep growing together.